There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Brad Keller is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Ready now, Jose Abreu. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The designated hitter, Jose Abreu.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the pitch misses for ball one as we are underway at Kauffman Stadium. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Mondesi scoops it up, and that's out number one. Time now for Robin Ventura's Chicago White Sox starting lineup. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Up next for Chicago, Daniel Palka, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Palka drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The three true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
The next 1-2 pitch. Ball two.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Ball three. 3-2 now. Frank Thomas waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. It's the White Sox nothing. Royals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Carlos Rodon will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Perez waiting on the 1-1. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Perez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's done well, 6 for 13. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Minoso is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. A chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. What do we need to know about this lineup, D-Row?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable. Stay on the attack. Get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett. First pitch of the at-bat. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Cordell has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Johnny Damon.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Johnny Damon. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
A runner on first with 2 away. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Good win.
Digging in, Brian Goodwin. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. And there's ball 2 now.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Ready with the 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out, and next to bat it'll be Chris Owings. First pitch coming, here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Grounded to the right. Sanchez is there. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. As we begin the second here in Kansas City, here's Heidi with an update on the weather conditions.
Well, Matt, clearly there is no rain in the area as of yet, but the reports that I'm getting say precipitation is expected as this game moves along. Of course, the grounds crew and the umpires will work to get this one in without a delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it is impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Three and 0 now. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Stepping in now, Louis Aparicio, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. That's wide, 2-0. Aparicio, a 25-year-old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Coming to the plate now, Minnie Minoso, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
A high fastball is in there.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. The payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Brett on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
Ready now for the White Sox, Wellington Castillo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. Right there for strike one.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Canerco on second. Aparicio at first. One gone. 1-1 the count to Wellington Castillo. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heater.
And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Yomer Sanchez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Twos all over the place, 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Ready with the 1-0. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Jorge Bonifacio. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Right fielder, Jorge.
First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
A ball and a strike now.
Nope.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together, or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way to this start.
Digging in the switch hitter, Adalberto Mondesi. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Runner goes. He swings and misses. Throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Here it comes on 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Ryan O'Hearn. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield, get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So coming to the plate, Salvador Perez. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Here's the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Bonifacio on third with 2 out. Two and 2.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Two and 2. Here it is. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Now on 3 and 2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And here's the 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Ready with the payoff pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the run will score, and the Royals are off to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
Into the box, Whit Merrifield. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
The 0-2 home. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out with the man at first. High in the air out to center field. Cordell moves over, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Royals 1 and the White Sox nothing. Stepping in, Ryan Cordell, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd. Top of the order to follow.
Cordell.
Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Swing, and he pops him up. O'Hearn has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
In now, Jose Abreu. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Merrifield brings it in, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 18, Daniel Polka.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Daniel Polka. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and 1 strike.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Nope.
And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail this one 1-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now batting, George Brett. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Brett stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Hard hit ball to short, and that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, Dan. He was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
Standing in now, Johnny Damon, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back safely. Brett aboard here at first with nobody out. The 0-2 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through for a hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. None out, runners at first and second. Fouled off.
Great job right there, scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
He'll try again. 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cordell has a read on it. 1 out.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Brett.
Here's Chris Owings now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Throw over to third here, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Still 1-2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Skied into straightaway right. Polka moves over, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Too low, 1-0. 2 out here and a runner at second. Two balls and no strikes for Jorge Bonifacio.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Royals settle for just the 1. 3 innings complete. The Royals lead it 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Frank Thomas. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Bonifacio moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Up next for the White Sox.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. So with 1 away, here's Paul Konerko. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. One out, nobody on. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
Now at the plate, Luis Aparicio. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. 3-1 to Luis Aparicio.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1. Full count now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Pushed softly over toward the right side. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping up now, Adalberto Mondesi. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. One and two, the count of the Royals shortstop.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
And that misses 2-2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
The 2-2. Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Into the box now, Ryan O'Hearn, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Runners back. Mondesi on at first. Nobody out. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Salvador Perez. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Cordell racing back, and this will bang up against the wall. The runner from first crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Good hitting is contagious. We all know that. He saw his buddies get some good swings earlier in the inning, and he does just the same, driving in 2 more here. The guy in the bump has got to find a way to get some outs, or he's going to be gone in a hurry.
In now, Whit Merrifield. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Cordell will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The third baseman, George Brett.
Digging in, George Brett. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Stepping in now, Johnny Damon, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
The 3-1. Hit in the air out to left field. Minoso on the move. He can't get there as it falls in.
The left fielder, number 25.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up. And if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So it's an early shower here this afternoon, as this will not go down as one of his better outings. Aaron Bummer answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Bummer.
Brian Goodwin will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Pitch is looked at for the first strike. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Into the box now, Chris Owings. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Owings, a native of South Carolina. He was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Perez, the runner at third. Brett at second. Damon at first. 2 out in the inning. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. This one's down to third. He's got it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We played 4 full. It's the Royals 4 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
The left fielder.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside 1-0. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both a southpaw and a right-hander get loose. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Now another 1-2. Popped up. And no one will track it down. Here he comes again, 1-2. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Lays off 2-2 now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Fouled away.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in to bat next, the catcher Wellington Castillo. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Castillo, who cleverly gets the nickname Beef. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fastball well outside.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
3-2 now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Brett is there for it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 5.
Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and moving into the batter's box next will be Yolmer Sanchez. First pitch coming. Here it is. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Popped him up. Perez over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready once again, Jorge Bonifacio. He was a ground down pick from last time up.
The right fielder.
From the stretch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Lifted in the air out to right. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a 2-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does the smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Ready for another shot now. Adalberto Mondesi, a hit in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Bonifacio stands at second with no outs. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that's going to fall. A base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Standing in now, Ryan O'Hearn, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a snap throw to first. Runner back standing. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
And he'll snap one over to first. And he's back in standing. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in standing. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
He's set, and the payoff pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Salvador Perez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Runners off for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hawker has it in his sights. 2 down.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Standing in, Whit Merrifield. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Hit high and deep to right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He pulls into third safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
In now, George Brett, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Royals 6 and the White Sox nothing. Settling in now, Ryan Cordell. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is laid off of down and in.
I got 2-1 the count.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jose Abreu. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Heath Fillmyer is out from the bullpen now, as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 49.
So here's Daniel Palka now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Phil Meyer, just 24 years of age. He was a 5th round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Goodwin. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Frank Thomas.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Thomas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Abreu is off at first with 2 away. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. White Sox leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Johnny Damon. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Johnny Damon.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Pulled toward right center field. Cordell giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The left fielder, number 25, Brian Goodwin.
Striding into the box, Brian Goodwin. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's high for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Hard hit at third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Red.
Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Owings. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. To second for one. On to the pitcher covering at first. And it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. One hit's all they get. 7th inning coming up. It's the Royals 6 and the White Sox nothing. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Paul Konerko comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Right side. O'Hearn fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, shortstop, Luis Aparicio.
Digging in, Louis Aparicio hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Now batting, number 9.
Stepping into the box, Minnie Minoso. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home. A ball and 2 strikes now. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Damon is there. 2 gone.
The batter, the catcher, Wellington Castillo.
So 2 away. Here is the Sox bat in the 7th, and into bat next the catcher Wellington Castillo. He's set, and the pitch lifted into center field. Damon is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Bonifacio. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Jorge Bonifacio.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cordell sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
So stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi singled home a run in his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-1 home. Ground ball left side. Played on the backhand. Throw to Thomas is in time for the out.
Now batting, number 66.
So striding forward now, Ryan O'Hearn. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike two.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Sanchez comes up with it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. KC leads this one 6-0. In now, Yolmer Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Carlos Sanchez.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. A look at our line score thus far. We're in the 8th from Kauffman Stadium with the Royals leading this one and hoping to try to salt things away. At the plate, Ryan Cordell. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Abreu.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Abreu. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball. To first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Count in order go the White Sox. They still find themselves down 6-0. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Salvador Perez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Grounded down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. Popped straight up, but this will land untouched. Again, a 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Into the box now, Whit Merrifield, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Stepping in now, George Brett, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Minoso is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Johnny Damon.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Johnny Damon is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Front door with the slider eclipsed the zone for a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Hit hard to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Number 25.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Kelvin Herrera enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Standing in now, Brian Goodwin. A ball and no strikes. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Royals strand a pair. They lead it 6-0. Coming to the plate now, Daniel Palka. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Grounded softly to the right. O'Hearn is right there, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The first baseman, number 35, Frank Thomas.
Standing in, Frank Thomas. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One out, nobody on. Hit hard towards second. Throw on to first, and the White Sox are down to their final out now.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Striding in once again, Paul Konerko 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Royals have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Kansas City Royals took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Brad Keller earns his first win of the season as he allows only 1 hit in 5+ innings in this one. Carlos Rodon couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.